We said at the beginning before you came on that Charlotte had been really looking forward to the two of you getting married. How did you try and make that day about Charlotte, about Olivia, as well as being about the two of you, Charlotte?
Everything about the day was about Olivia. From the day we got engaged 7 years ago, Olivia had planned the whole wedding. Yeah. So we did everything as much as we could remember to what she wanted. The bridesmaid's dress was the one she chose. The shoes, my dress, Paul's suit, the songs we had, everything was about Olivia.
And you actually... Oh, sorry, Jane, go on. No, go on. And she'd actually wanted to sing, and you had something of her on tape.
Yeah, Olivia would always have wanted to sing at our wedding. She sang at her grandmother's wedding, didn't she? Yeah. And that's one thing she was good at. She was good at the singing. She loved the singing. And, yeah, we were luckily, through some modern technology, that we had her singing at our wedding. Even though she wasn't there in person, she was there in mind.
But that must have been incredibly tough, that she was so desperate to see you get married.
It was a very hard day with her not being there, but she was there in every way that we possibly could make her be there.
Is it true a white feather fell down?
Yeah.
Just as you were
I was with the best man and the ushers. We just stood outside waiting for the car coming, and this one white feather, it was windy, it was blowing, but the one white feather came down and landed between us all. If we hadn't been there at that one moment, it wouldn't have happened.
What did that mean to you? What did you think?
She's there with us. She was there. I mean, she was watching over us, and it was her seal of approval to us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And don't you have moments at home where you feel like she's still with you at home? And anybody who's a parent of teenagers will understand this. You know, if you're coming in the door, shut the door behind you. And that's still happening.
Our front room door keeps just flying open, which it never used to do. It's quite hard to open, and it just flies open. And we say, Olivia, if you're coming in, come in, but shut the door, it's cold. And we laugh about it, but it's just a sign that she's still there with us.
Do you get some comfort from that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do. I get much comfort. There's lots of signs we've had over the last few months, and it's really comforting to know she's still here with me.
Tell us about the TV remote.
Before Olivia died, she'd lost her TV remote. We stripped her bedroom, we pulled all her furniture out of the bedroom, everything. Couldn't find it anywhere. Anyway, after she'd passed away, we'd been out for the day with friends, came back and a friend went up to use the toilet, and Olivia's TV was on. Now, nobody had been in the house, and right in front of her TV was this TV remote, and it was almost like she'd put it there to say, I'm still here.
Don't tell me, tell you.
And Adam, who's her friend who was with her on that night, he's also part of the wedding.
Yes, Adam gave me away on the wedding day. He's...
But you didn't know him that well before that night, did you? No,
I mean, Ollie and Adam were, like, best friends. Probably wanted more, both of them, but I think they didn't want to ruin the relationship that they had, because they had something special, them two. But since this, we've become family. He's become like a son to us.
Oh, definitely.
It's very common for people who survive attacks like this to somehow feel guilt, and he felt quite a bit of that.
Oh, a lot of guilt did Adam. But in our eyes, it wasn't his fault. No. He took our daughter to, my stepdaughter and my daughter, to be happy, to have the best time of her life. Which, up to the point of it happening, she did. We've seen the pictures with the smiles and them being happy, haven't we?
Yeah.
And how are you coping with the grief, particularly we're coming up to Christmas? Does it hit you in waves? Does it come and go? How do you manage?
It's different every day. Yeah. Some days we'll have really good days, other days we have awful days. People see us all the time smiling and being happy. That's because that's what Olivia was, and that's what we want to do. We want to make people smile. It's hard when you lose your daughter, very hard. But we have to keep going on. Olivia was 15, she was full of life, and she would not want anybody sat around crying. She'd want people to go out and fight.
And I would imagine it wasn't... We were talking about this earlier on. It's only 6 months ago. I think that... I would imagine that you haven't really fully taken it in yet.
No.
Because you couldn't, could you? You've got to take it in little by little, because...
No, there's days where it feels like it was years ago. There's days which it felt like it was yesterday. So, and again, together between us and the very good friends that we have, the crowd, we get through it. You've got to get through it.
Do you do Christmas?
We're down in Christmas Down. We'll see our children and our grandson. And then we're spending the day with 3 very good friends of ours that have been our rocks throughout this. And there won't be a dinner or anything, we'll just have a few drinks and just get through the day, the 5 of us.
Charlotte, a lot of people have like a little piece of jewellery or something that they carry ashes in, or tell us about what you've had done.
I've had a tattoo done here of a microphone with some of Olivia's ashes in. I'm frightened about losing jewellery because it'll be gone. Whereas
so
the tattoo,
they can use the ashes inside the ink that
Yeah,
they
just
use
a
to make
small,
the tattoo.
very small amount.
they grind it right down and put it in the ink, and then they just tattoo.
So you've got
as
a little bit
normal.
of her close to your heart
Yeah,
now.
and she'll always be with me. It's something I'm never going to lose. So yeah, that was my choice in the microphone, was because of the singing that she enjoyed.